welcome back to AZ Sports Roundup. Today we are going to talk and preview Game 7. We have Orion back with us, and we're just going to talk all things Game 7, go into the matchups and the best players and potential Finals MVP. Let's get into the intro. So, Game 7, the two best words in NBA is Game 7, and that's happening. We have the Thunder and the Pacers. Nobody expected it to be a good series besides me and probably Orion. But this turned into one of the best series that I've watched in recent history. So, we have Shea on one side and Halliburton on one side, two superstars. Shea has been very good, and Halliburton, he's been inconsistent, but he's had good games. Orion, what are your thoughts on the two of them?
I think Shea and Halliburton are very different because the issue is that in the clutch, Shea is not super good. He's overall solid. Yeah. He's consistent, but I'd never say Shea has like something that like shocks everyone, you know? I mean, he's good, but like he fits good with the Thunder, while Halliburton is sometimes really, really bad, but he's also probably the most clutch player in the league and debatably ever. Like, just know if he never hit the game winner in Game 1, then we would not have
we would not be recording this.
It would have been the Thunder in 5.
Yeah. So Halliburton, he's been on maybe the most legendary playoff run in. I don't want to say ever, just because there's probably some like old players that I've never heard of that have done something better. But like, he's probably on the best playoff run that I've been alive. I'm 14. This is probably the best playoff run in 14 years. 4 game winners, 1 in every series, not to mention the shot to tie against Milwaukee in Game 5. Can you imagine if it comes Game 7, the Pacers are down by 1, 10 seconds left, Halliburton inbounds the ball. Do you know how insane that would be if he hits a game winner to win it all? What are you going to say?
And if that happens, Halliburton would win Finals MVP. In my opinion, it's probably the third best playoff run. I'd say number 1 was Dirk's in 2011, I'm pretty sure. And second would be LeBron with a 3-1 comeback against the Warriors, just because that team had like the most wins ever, and they came back 3-1. And Dirk just because it was sort of like Halliburton, but like they played better teams.
Yeah.
I mean, none of the teams the Pacers played were all that good, and even like the Thunder and the Pacers, for finals team standards, neither of them are super good.
I'd say the Thunder are pretty good. They have they had one of the best regular seasons in recent history. The Pacers making the finals has kind of shocked me. Like, I thought they would lose to the Bucks. I thought they would lose to the Cavs. I actually did think they'd beat the Knicks after actually seeing what they did.
Yeah, I honestly thought that they would lose to the Cavs, beat the Bucks, just because Giannis is good, but he's good, but he can't really carry a team. And I feel like the Pacers just had it constructed. I thought they would have won that in 7 and lost to the Cavs in 5. I thought Cavs would have made the finals.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Thunder, Cavs, and Thunder wins. Honestly, going into this series, the players on the team are completely different, but the teams in general are very similar.
Yeah. They both have a lot. The thing that makes them shine is that they have a lot of depth. If we want to look at a team like New York or Minnesota or the Cavs, none of them are very deep. They have better starting fives. And these teams, they don't have the best starting fives, and neither of the players on the teams are extremely good. Like, I honestly wouldn't say the Pacers even have a best player. I mean, Halliburton's the most popular, but Siakam and McConnell are way more consistent, but Halliburton hits the winners. So, like, because everyone's like, how did Siakam win? But, like, Siakam deserved it because Siakam is a really good player.
Yeah, I think he deserves it for sure.
Consistently putting up 10 rebounds as someone in the NBA who's like 6'8" and like 205 pounds. That is impressive. And let alone McConnell averaging 9 rebounds at like 6 foot, like I like
Yeah,
6 foot 1,
McConnell's
170.
insane.
Well, like, have you seen the rebounding against that dude? Like rebounding over like Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet
That
Holmgren, like,
yeah, their rebound. They just play good team basketball.
yeah, like McConnell could genuinely. McConnell is the best non-good stat line player like almost ever. Like it's not common for someone to put up like he almost gets a triple double like every game. Like how is somebody of that size averaging 9 rebounds? Like most centers don't do that. Chet, like Hartenstein averaged 8. Like Hartenstein and Chet are not averaging that many rebounds this series, and McConnell is 6'1".
Yeah, that's TJ McConnell. I've been wanting him to go to the Suns for like 3 years now. They're not gonna let him go. Not for sure, not letting him go. But like TJ McConnell to have who won 6th Man of the Year? Wait, who did? I'm just wondering because I forget. Payton Pritchard. He's good, but. TJ McConnell, honestly, after this playoff series, I'd have to say he's the best 6th man in the league.
But yeah, but that was in the regular season. In the regular season, no one even knew who McConnell was. The Pacers were like just like an.
The Pacers were just like the definition of mid.
The Pacers were just like a team like, oh yeah, they're gonna make the playoffs. Maybe they'll make the Bucks, but they're gonna get bounced out by the Cavs, and it's gonna be.
I thought they would get swept by the Cavs.
Yeah, I thought it was either like I was gonna think it's either gonna be Cavs, Celtics, Knicks. One of those teams is gonna make the finals, and they're probably gonna lose. Like I thought it was like that. Like they're all good, but like they're not that good. Like Nuggets, Pacers, or Timberwolves. Like I mean Nuggets, Thunder, Timberwolves would all probably beat them. Like they're good, but they're like and just Thunder are just like one of the random teams. I always thought that they were kind of like the Clippers of that division, but they're not.
Yeah, going back to McConnell, his value as a 6th man. His game 6 performance was insane. His value as a 6th man, that's exactly what the team needs because he's coming off the bench, right? But I wouldn't say, I think Tyrese Haliburton is better, but I wouldn't say that there was that big of a gap between Haliburton and McConnell. I wouldn't say that there was a gap between like Siakam or Haliburton or Nesmith or whatever, because this team, they don't have like a true like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, like MVP caliber superstar. They just play good, hard team basketball, and honestly, that's a winning team. Like they have a good coach, good depth, great players that can play team basketball, not selfish.
Yeah, you're right. I would say the team has like somewhat of like a big 3 though, and same thing with the Pacers. I mean the Thunder. Like I'd say the big 3 for the Thunder would be like obviously Shai Williams and Chet
Holmgren.
And Shai Williams and Chet Holmgren. For the Pacers, it would be probably this series at least McConnell, Haliburton, and Siakam. Just because Siakam's consistent, Haliburton's clutch, and McConnell just does like everything right. Like it's almost like McConnell handles all the non-scoring stuff. Pascal's a consistent one, and Haliburton's one that can pop off occasionally. They all serve their own roles.
They all have their own roles, and they all do exactly what they're supposed to do. Like I'll take Haliburton out because he's inconsistent, but Siakam, he's a great rebounder. He's a great pure scorer. McConnell, he values great assists. He averages a lot of rebounds for a 6'1" guy, which is insane. He gets rebounds, he gets assists, and he can score. He's insane on defense. Like you can't get by him. Like I don't know, I'll probably put this up on the screen. Do you know that play where the Thunder are inbounding the ball, right? And then McConnell, he gets it, he grabs it out, and then they ended up scoring.
Yeah, the thing about him is that he's pretty athletic, actually. Like, he doesn't look like it.
He doesn't look like it.
Yeah, I mean, like, genuinely, like, he looks like the kind of guy you'd see working out, like, an office. He looks like a lawyer or something. The dude is literally 6 feet tall, 170 pounds. And he rebounded and got his arms as high as Isaiah Hartenstein. He was, like, 7'1", 240.
Yeah.
Like, how does he do it?
So, going to the Thunder. So, the Thunder, I expected them to be good. They had a good season last year, not really in the playoffs. I expected them to make the finals. They have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Did I expect him to win MVP? No, but I did expect him to be very good. They also have Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren, who I think are very good players, and they have a ton of depth. Like, I'll just name a few, like Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, Alex Caruso. I'm trying to think of more people. Who's Hartenstein? They have The other Jalen Williams, with LIN last. Yeah, they have the point made. I can't talk right now. They have a ton of depth. And think of a team like the Suns. I'm going to go back to the Suns because they're my favorite team and I also hate them. The Suns, they have Kevin Durant and Devin Booker and Bradley Beal occasionally, and they have nobody else. Like, they have no depth. You cannot rely on them. A team like the Knicks, they have no depth. They have the best starting five, maybe, but they have no one else that they can rely on. The Thunder, they have a very good starting five, and they can pull any of those players out, and rely on either like a Lou Dort or an Aaron Wiggins to just be good.
Yeah, and possibly the team that suffers from this the most is the Nuggets, because it's literally one really good player and one kind of good second option, Aaron Gordon, and then a bunch of other players who are absolutely terrible. Like, people say Jamal Murray's like good, but he's not. Like Jokic does everything for that team, and Aaron Gordon shoots threes. Everyone else does nothing.
If going back to the Nuggets, if the Nuggets had a reliable like third option, or like at least decent players that you can count on coming off the bench, they could have won, because you have Jokic putting up 40 points, triple-double every game. He averages a triple-double. And then you have players like Michael Porter Jr., who goes 2 for 14, getting 5 points with 30 minutes of playtime. Like, the Nuggets
Yeah, Michael Porter Jr. doesn't even start. He's a sixth man.
He starts, but I think he might have got benched because he's horrible. But it was a one-man team.
It's just Jokic and Aaron Gordon. That's it. No one cares about Christian Rock. Not that good.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon is consistent. He's not the best number two option. He's good, but he's not the best number two option. If they had decent players around him, the Nuggets for sure would have been at least beat the Thunder. It surprised me that Jokic carried them that much to get them to a Game 7, and they ended up losing.
Yeah, because the thing is that, like, Jokic is good, but, like, honestly, if Tyrese Maxey or Ja Morant goes to the Nuggets and they don't lose Aaron Gordon, then I can see the team winning the finals.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, like, it would be that easy. Like, if Ja Morant was on, like, if they lost Jamal, if they lost Jamal, Westbrook, Brown, and Porter, and you put John there and kept Aaron Gordon, and then just, like, adjusted lineup, then the team probably would have beaten the Thunder, just because, like, there's another option next to Gordon, because, like, somebody who can pass to Jokic, not the 38-year-old Westbrook, and, like, whatever Jamal Murray, like, all Gordon does, like, he shoots threes. He stands on the side, he shoots threes, he gets, like, 18 points. That's all.
But, like, that's good. That's a good player that you'd want on a team. To be the second best player, that's not very good. Like, let's go back. The Pacers, they have Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam. I'd say they're equal. I think Halliburton has better games. He has a higher ceiling, but he's inconsistent. But one of them could be the second option. And then Shai, he's obviously the first option. And then they have Jalen Williams, second option, Chet Holmgren, and then all the other players I listed before. They have so much other than their superstar. And, like, teams like the Nuggets, they don't have that.
Yeah, but still, if Aaron Gordon was on... But even if Aaron Gordon was on the Thunder, he would not even be a third option. The dude genuinely, like, might not even, like, the dude would probably be, like, the fourth or fifth option. Like, he would just shoot in the corner and shoot threes. That would literally be all Aaron Gordon does, just because everyone else can handle everything else. And that's all Aaron Gordon can really do.
Yeah, the Thunder have so much depth that one of the 2 first-round picks that I have, I do expect some of them to be traded because they don't need them. One of the 2 first-round picks probably won't make the roster by the beginning of the next season because they have so many players, and I don't know if, like, a Rasheer Fleming or a Maxime Reynaud would honestly contribute. Like, they're good players, but the Thunder already have so many good players that they don't need all these other young players.
Yeah. But honestly, should the Thunder consider sending them out in a package and try to get like another like better star to put next to Shea? Like,
That's what I would do.
Yeah, like imagine if Jokic was on the Thunder instead of Isaiah Hartenstein. Would it be the best team ever?
It might be, honestly. And I think you can go.
And Hartenstein being on the Nuggets with Aaron Gordon being the first option, they would probably be roughly as good as the Jazz.
Yeah. Something so crazy about this finals is we're going into a new era. Super teams are a thing of the past. You saw that with the Suns, or like actually the Bucks weren't a super team, but like just think of the Suns. They were supposed to be. You have Booker, Beal, and Durant, 3 of probably at the time the top 20 players in the league at the time, not right now.
Beal averages 12 points a game.
I'm saying not right now, but whenever he got traded to the Suns. Actually, he probably like top 25. But 3 of some of the best players in the NBA playing on a team. I thought that this was genius. You have 3, like, who's gonna stop them scoring? And apparently all 29 teams could.
Well, the thing is that Durant and Booker are they're old, and neither of them are that good. Beal's like a bench player, and even Booker and Durant, currently they're probably not top 20 players in the league.
I don't think they are.
Yeah, like the media like to say, like Kevin Durant, LeBron, and Steph are still top 15 players, but they're not. That's just how it
I say Steph Curry might be, but LeBron and KD are definitely not.
Yeah, like LeBron did not. Like if LeBron was a 25-year-old, he would not have touched an NBA team.
Mm-hmm.
Steph maybe, but Steph is really inconsistent, but like he can still shoot threes, and when he like gets in his rhythm, he can be good. Steph is the only old person who I could genuinely see being the first option for a finals team. LeBron is not doing it. KD is definitely not doing it. Mm-hmm. And same thing with Harden. Honest hot take: current Harden might be better than current LeBron, but just like
I don't know.
The media likes to say LeBron's, but still, Harden is still not that good. Even though I am a Harden fan, he has a cool beard and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope he wins a ring.
So the super team era is going away, and there's going to be more teams like the Thunder or the Pacers. They have a superstar, and then they also have 4 other players, like 9 other players. Everyone on their team can play meaningful basketball. Think of teams like the Rockets, the Pistons, the Magic, teams that have been horrible in recent memory that have rebuilded, and they have a ton of assets. They have more assets going forward, and a ton of young players that turn into superstars. This is what I think the Suns could do. This could be an option. I don't think that they're going to do it just because Matt Ishbia is too impatient to do this, but you have young players that have young teams that have probably 10 or 12 people that can play meaningful minutes. And that's what the NBA is now. It's not the big 3. Like, surely you can have that if they play decent basketball as a team. But there's no, like, you can't put KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry and expect them to be insane. Like,
yeah, but still, the thing with it is that I wouldn't say super teams don't not work, but like 5 years from now, probably like a lot of the players that you're considering like just leaders will be the superstars, and they might be traded to make super teams, because still, like, if you've got Jokic, Luka, and Giannis on the same team, they would win a finals. Like, it would happen.
And that's what I thought about having KD, Beal, and Booker on a team, and just look what that happened.
Yeah, but the thing is, Booker has never been close to as good as Giannis, KD, or Luka. Even this year, Booker's never been close. Like, even KD is like I know a lot of people like to say he's really good, but like comparing him to Luka and Giannis, it's close, honestly. Just for like as a player, like, but KD, Giannis, and Luka, I'd say, are all the same. Jokic is obviously above. Jokic is roughly on par with prime Bron and Steph Curry, I'd say. But and KD is still like KD and Booker are good, but they're not that good. Like the Warriors with Steph and KD, like that is a real super team. Like Booker and KD isn't a super team. It's just like a 2 old stars like trying to make a super team, but like not really.
And the thing
I
was
wouldn't
like
call the Suns a super team.
They were, and they're not anymore. The thing with, like, the super team era used to happen. Like, you have, like, 2016 Golden State. You have Kevin Durant and Steph Curry on a team. Two of the best players in the NBA at the time on a team, and they made a run to the finals. That was what they needed, their super team era, and the point I'm trying to make is that's not a thing anymore. You have young teams like the Thunder and the Pacers, and now, like, the Rockets, Magic, Pistons. I could name plenty more. Spurs, even though they didn't make the playoffs. That's what is going to happen.
Yeah, but the thing is, in the future, I honestly think, like, Cade and Franz and, like,
Yes.
Shea will be stars in the future that might be considered super teams. Like, probably none of them will be as good as Jokic, but, like, Luka and Giannis are, like, in competition. Like you're saying super teams because, like, let's just say, like, if you put Luka on the Nuggets, if you put Luka and Giannis on the Nuggets, they would win because those are, like, the three, like, really good players.
Yeah,
like,
what I mean by
if you put Booker on the Nuggets, it wouldn't do that much.
I mean, it would for the Nuggets, probably not any other team. But, like,
it would make them a super team.
Mm-hmm. What I mean by super team is you have, I'll take the Suns for example. They have a young star, Devin Booker. He's proven himself. He's a superstar. This is like 2021, 2022. Not right now, like
32 now.
He's like 29. This is like 2020. Yeah, he's 29.
2020. Let's just say 2020.
2020, 2021, where he was probably at the best of his game. They went out, or like 2022, they went out and got Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, who they weren't as good as when they were in their prime, but they were good. They were probably top 20 at the time. Not right now, but at the time. And they got them, and that's a super team where you have three proven superstars, and that's not going to work. I guess, theoretically, if you put Luka, Jokic, and who was the other guy you mentioned? Giannis. If you put them on a team, yeah, they're going to win the finals. But that's not going to happen ever unless if Nico Harrison becomes the general manager for every other team. Yeah, so it's going to be more young teams like the Rockets, Spurs, Thunder, Pacers. That's going to be just what the best teams are.
I wouldn't say the Spurs. The Spurs need to do some stuff before they can be in that conversation.
Except they have Wemby, who's really good. They're going to make a trade for a superstar in the offseason. That's all I'm going to say, and that's going to be good enough.
If they, as I said, like, LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, and Jaylen Brown, if they fill in that shooting guard spot, and, like, Wemby, they're holding him up to too high expectations. Like, don't compare him to Shaq, don't compare him to Jokic, don't compare him to Kareem. Compare him to, like, Yao Ming or Mutombo, because Yao Ming and Mutombo are good.
I think he might be a bit better. I don't think we need to compare him to those players. I think he's going to be something completely different. I think he's just going to work. Victor Wembanyama, he's not like Shaq or Kobe or LeBron. He's Victor Wembanyama. And I think instead of holding him to high expectations, we should just let him play and see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, chances are he might be he'll probably win some DPOIs, but, like, will he be an MVP in the future? Will he be a top 10 center? No, probably not, but
top 10 center for sure.
Maybe. Like, I would say by the end of his career, he'll be compared to Dikembe Mutombo commonly.
Maybe. So,
we're kind of getting off topic, by the way. This is not about the finals.
I don't even care. It's fun to just talk about the stupidest stuff. Mm-hmm. So, back on topic to the NBA Finals. So, depending on which team wins, we're not going to predict outright who the Finals MVP is, but depending on which team wins, we're going to predict that. Because, like, if the Thunder win, Tyrese Halliburton's not winning the Finals MVP, vice versa. So, Orion, if the Thunder win the NBA Finals, this is probably obvious, but who do you think's winning Finals MVP?
It'll be Shea. If Jalen Williams pops off, then he might win, but, like, if the Thunder win, there's, like, an 85% chance it's Shea, like a 10% chance it's Williams, and, like, a 2% chance it's Holmgren.
Yeah, I think Williams has to drop like 40 in order for him to get Finals MVP, and Shea to get like 12 points.
Yeah, and same thing with Chet. Like if Shea gets 20 and Williams gets 40, then like maybe, but like
Maybe
if Shea
there's
gets 30 and
discussion.
Williams, yeah, like, but if Shea gets 30 and Williams gets 40, then Shea's winning the Finals MVP. And
Yeah,
Chet
I
needs
think-
to try, and Chet's probably not going to do it. He's not that good.
I think it needs to be a combination of Jalen Williams going off and Shea not doing that good, maybe probably under 20 points, which honestly isn't bad, but for him, it is. I think that's what's going to happen for Williams to win MVP.
Yeah, and the thing is, if Shea gets under 20, then the Thunder are probably not winning it. But now for a more interesting conversation, the Pacers. The three ones being brought up are Haliburton, Siakam, and McConnell. Explain all three of those picks and why you think that they could be in the contention for Finals MVP and what they would need to do for that to happen.
I think what Haliburton needs to do is simple. Get another game winner. I say simple, like you can casually do that. Honestly, that's what he's been doing. 4 in a playoff is insane. I think he doesn't need to, if he gets one, he's for sure getting a Finals MVP. And I think if he has like a good game, if he has like another 10 points, 4 assist games like he's had some games, he's not winning it.
Because Haliburton is the one the media would want to win the Finals MVP the most.
Yes.
Just because it like matches the narrative, but still.
That's
like,
who I want
honestly,
for content.
If Shea gets 5 points and one of them is game winner, then he's winning Finals MVP. Like no one cares about the 5 points, but like if the Pacers win by like 20 and Haliburton gets like 8, then chances are he's not winning Finals MVP.
Yeah, I think if he gets anywhere from like 22 to 24, like 24 points, maybe like 10 assists, 10 rebounds, he's winning. The other one, Pascal Siakam, I think, in my opinion, this is the more likely one, just because you can't hit a game winner. You can't expect for a game winner, especially by one player. I mean, you could say it could happen because he's done it 4 times, which is insane. But Pascal Siakam, he's been consistent. Like, Haliburton was shocked when Siakam won ECF MVP, except I think he deserved it because there were games where Haliburton didn't really contribute, but Pascal Siakam, you know what he's going to do. He's going to score probably like 20 points, get like 10 rebounds, and get a few assists, and if he does that and Haliburton doesn't do that good and the Pacers win, I think he's going to win MVP.
And finally, we have the most wild card of the picks, like the third most likely one of the Pacers who still has a chance. Like on the betting website, he's ranked 5th most likely to win it, with number 2 being Williams, and then Siakam, then Shea and Haliburton on top. But so it's TJ McConnell. So like, What are your thoughts, and what would he have to do to win the Finals MVP?
Okay, this is the most wild one. He's good, but no one really talks about him winning Finals MVP. This would be the funniest thing if TJ McConnell, out of all players, someone that usually comes off the bench, he might start, I doubt it, but someone who comes off the bench winning the Finals. I don't know if that's happened before. It might have, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm Iguodala did. He was on the bench.
Yeah, but but for TJ McConnell, I think it's not all about the stat sheet. His stats are good, but just what he adds to the team. The players clearly love him, and he adds so much. He has a connection. He knows where Haliburton's gonna be on each play, or Siakam, or like Nembhard, or whatever. He just is a very good teammate, which is why I want him to come to the Suns so badly. He's just the greatest teammate that you would want, and his stats are good. He gets a decent amount of points. He gets a great amount of rebounds for being 6'1". That's getting a rebound over Isaiah Hartenstein. That's like, Orion's honestly not even that much smaller than him, and he's like my age. And if you can do that over Isaiah Hartenstein, who weighs probably double, not double, but like,
Hartenstein's kind of skinny, but like, Hartenstein is 7 foot, and McConnell's like 6 foot or 6'1". Like, and McConnell doesn't look all that athletic. Like, he looks like a lawyer or something.
That's like him getting the rebound over Hartenstein is basically me getting a head topping the varsity corner or something, which is unheard of. And the fact that he can get 9 rebounds, that's insane.
Yeah, but still, like, and he's like averaging more rebounds than Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein's like 7'1", 245, and McConnell's roughly 6'1", 165. And McConnell doesn't have very long legs, long arms, but he's able to do it. I don't know how, because like if McConnell has a Game 6-like performance, then I could see them giving him Finals MVP just for like fun almost.
I think that needs to happen, and like
you know how
you
much
can
of a
talk.
W it would be like in the articles, like seeing CJ McConnell hold up the Finals MVP trophy. Like, you know how good of a picture that would be?
I think he needs to go off, and I think it needs to be a combination of Halliburton scoring like a 10-point game, Siakam getting like a 15-point game, and then I'd say if that happens, I think the Pacers are losing, unless if Nembhard, Ben Shepherd, what's the other guy? Aaron Nesmith, and like all these other guys get Obi Toppin get like 10, 15 points. If they have, I'd say 6 players other than TJ McConnell in double figures with Halliburton and Siakam struggling, I'd say that's how they win if both of them do that bad. And then TJ McConnell obviously does the best. I think he's the least likely out of the few people we mentioned. Yeah,
but
it would be so funny.
In all honesty, I think McConnell is more likely to win the Finals MVP than Chet is. I think so. Just because the difference between Shea and Williams and Chet is a bigger difference than Siakam, Halliburton, and McConnell. So I think McConnell's more likely to win it than Chet, and for Williams, it's like the same almost, I'd say. Just because, like, the media would probably want to give it to McConnell because that's the kind of guy you want to see win Finals MVP.
Yeah. So, I'm going to say, for prediction if the Thunder win, it's going to obviously Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And prediction if the Pacers win, I'm going to go with the safe option and say Pascal Siakam just because, you can't expect Halliburton to get a game winner, and you also can't expect basically the scenario I mentioned where 6 people are in double figures and McConnell goes off. I think Pascal Siakam's the safest option if the Pacers win. Orion, what do you think?
I think if the Thunder win, it'll be Shea. Maybe Williams, but only if he pops off. But they'll obviously be inclined for Shea. For the Pacers, I would want to say Siakam, but McConnell and Halliburton are not that far behind. It kind of depends on which one of the 3 pops off the most, but I would still bet on Siakam. He's had the best performance throughout the finals.
All right. So this is the big prediction. No single player stats. No, like, what does this mean for the NBA? Purely Thunder versus Pacers. Who do you think wins Game 7?
I don't know. I feel like we'll just kind of have to leave it.
It's hard to predict this.
Yeah, because, like, it's not – the teams are kind of similar. Let's just not predict it. Just let everything be. No need to jinx it.
Yeah,
just let it be. It's close. Like, either team can win. And I feel like if we say we can, like, jinx it, just because, like, it's so close and, like, the feeling doesn't lean towards either way, you know?
All right, this might be the stupidest thing I do on the channel. I'm going to say the Pacers win Game 7, and if they don't, I have to do 50 push-ups in a span of 2 minutes. So, I'll be doing that if the Pacers lose on Game 7. That's probably a stupid thing for me to say, but I will try to do that. And if I fail, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to try that.
If the Pacers don't win, I'm blaming it on you, Clint.
Okay. And I have Orion blaming it on me. That might be worse. So, thanks for watching. We went like 20 minutes longer than I thought we would. And honestly, this was super fun. Just 2 dudes talking about basketball. We got off topic. We talked about the Spurs and the Nuggets for like 10 minutes. I don't know why we did that. But this was super fun. And I hope you guys liked watching this. Thank you guys for watching and see you.